Rose in Derrickville. What is up, y'all? It's your boy Charlie Brownskin here, and I'm going to be talking about that Derrick Rose trade that just happened. It's leaving me with a lot of mixed emotions, to say the least. I don't know if I like this deal for the Bulls. I definitely don't like it for the Knicks. I don't think that this was the time to even try and strive for a Derrick Rose. Yeah, with Porzingis developing, I don't know if the goal should be, oh, go get a bunch of washed up bums and go try and make a stride for playoff contention. Did they not see what happened down in Brooklyn? They're right next to them. Oh no, literally, like Brooklyn, New York, same. Okay, anyways, I personally don't know if I like the trade for New York. There's rumors going around that saying they're gonna sign Dwight Howard too. I don't know if this is a position you should put Porzingis in. I really don't think so. I personally feel like that if you're going to rebuild the right way, you get some youth. Don't get people who are declining in their prime. I mean, Derrick Rose is a liability. I mean, you can't really trust they're gonna have a healthy season. And Dwight, even when Dwight's healthy, he's on the decline, and you already got Melo declining and eating your money away. I don't know if they should be doing this. They're just making the Brooklyn Nets 2.0 in this case. And I don't think this is a position Porzingis should be in. And as for the Bulls, if you were gonna rebuild, I mean, then why are you giving the pick? Or why aren't you getting the pick from New York? Why? Yeah, this is a lot harder to swallow than it really should be. Robin Lopez is decent. Get Jose Cal. I don't know. They're blowing this team up. Obviously, it's obviously the end of the ride. They're obviously trying to look towards building something new. I hope they keep Jimmy Butler because he's probably one of the better shooting guards in the league today, if not the best. And you just gotta keep him because, yeah, why would you do that? Chicago? I mean, the franchise is already losing a lot of trust in their past players. Joakim Noah is leaving. They shipped out Derrick Rose. A couple seasons ago, it all started when they shipped off Luol Deng. That's when they weren't getting trust from anybody in that area anymore, and it was just sort of the organization versus the players and the coach. And then Tom Thibodeau was gone, and then now it's like they have no real sense of direction but to rebuild. So I guess this is now the finalizing of them them rebuilding just not being a rumor anymore, and that it's actually going to go down. So yeah, that was very interesting. Another trade happened with Jeff Teague going to Indiana. I like the move for Indiana in the sense that they needed a scoring guard. They needed somebody who could put buckets up besides Paul George. I mean, Monte Ellis wasn't really cutting it. That was supposed to be what Monte Ellis was doing, but he didn't really do that this season. Not at an efficient rate, at least. Ronnie Stuckey doesn't do it efficiently. CJ Miles doesn't do it efficiently. It's really just Paul George trying to go out there and get buckets versus the world, and that is tiring. And I mean, with the acquisition of Jeff Teague, that should help, although this season, yeah, but I don't know, like, this should really help the Pacers. And if we're talking about the Jazz, this is the perfect fit. They needed a guy like George Hill on their team. They needed a veteran on that young roster who could come in immediately, make an impact, and get those boys going for the future. And that's actually a very good move for the Jazz. I think the Jazz have a pretty good future. And don't be surprised if a couple of years from now they sneak up on y'all and shock the world and develop into something. As for the Hawks, it was pretty clear that they were trying to move from Jeff Teague. They wanted Schroeder, and they were emphasizing the use of trying to get Schroeder in the first place. He was starting to play like basically the same amount of minutes as Jeff Teague was. It was a very weird scenario because he had two really good point guards. It was just that, you know, they wanted the one that was younger to develop, and I feel like Schroeder should have developed earlier because he would have been like a better player earlier as a starter. But I guess I can understand why like they would be like, oh, he's not ready, and just have that nasty situation going where there's like back-to-back point guards. I don't know if it really caused conflict, but I just feel like it was very weird because, you know, Jeff Teague was losing time out of that deal. So yeah, but no, good trade overall. I feel like that trade was a whole lot more better and will work out for most of those teams in the long run. I don't know exactly how it worked out for the Pacers in the long run, but it definitely helps the Jazz in the long run, and I guess the Hawks too, in the sense that if they lose Horford, they can redeem themselves and get like a Paul Gasol, you know, keep that train moving, and hopefully they can try and acquire some youth as well. So yeah, I don't know, like the Hawks, that situation is pretty interesting. I feel like every team has something to look forward to, as opposed to the other deal. Nobody really has anything to look forward to other than the rebuilding Bulls and another old New York team. Hooray! Good job, New York. You did it again. Okay, that about wraps it out. I'm Charlie motherfucking Brownskin. Now I've proved this message. I will be dropping more stuff soon. Kind of with slacking. Got summer courses with statistics. But I'm gonna try and keep it moving, you know, we're gonna keep the moving going in the summer Brownskin, and yeah, that's about it, y'all. Catch y'all later. Peace.